If you think the ocean is scary now, wait until you see what else it cooked up. From the megalodon to the mosasaurus and leviathan, these are the scariest sea creatures that were even scarier than the dinosaurs.
This was a rare type of squid called a magna pinna. These creatures can grow to be over 20 feet long.
And seeing those long legs on that thing is exactly what I feel when seaweed touches my leg in the ocean. Those things are actually pretty scary looking. And in fact, we only know what the babies are actually like since we don't have any specimens of the large ones. Can you in fact imagine what Big Mama will look like? What is that? Is that a megalodon? Wait, what the heck? That's a mosasaurus. When was this captured on film? Somebody definitely needs to put this out there for everyone to see. That is freaky. If I see that, man, I'm running in the ocean. The mosasaurus is one of the freakiest and scariest things ever in the ocean. In fact, it was just as big as a megalodon. Some say even bigger, but I don't think so. We'll have to see how big a megalodon is in this video. So that scene was really cool and from the movie Jurassic World, but the thing about it is, the mosasaurus couldn't really open their mouth that big. They actually had smaller mouths, but it's still freaky, bro. Who did he catch? Oh, it's always freaky. Oh my gosh! Something caught them. Dude, that is crazy. Now that mosasaurus is actually a little bit more accurate than the first one. It could open his mouth wide, but not too wide. Man, can you imagine being in the ocean with that thing? What am I talking about? Can you imagine being in the ocean at all?
If you were eaten by a mosasaurus like the one from Jurassic World, you'd find yourself squeezed tightly in its esophageal walls. You'd likely struggle to breathe as the muscles contracted around you. But if you somehow survived that initial ordeal, you'd be engulfed in the dark, warm environment of its body. The fumes inside would be thick and intoxicating. The stench would be unbearable.
Bro took 5 business days to tell us if a mosasaurus ate us, we would die. Thank you, bro.
This is a single meal of a megalodon.
Whoa.
And here is one for
what?
Mosasaurus.
It's like a never-ending food chain of predator versus predator. They just keep getting bigger and bigger. Well, I guess one day they're gonna get bigger than Earth and eat us all. Anglerfish. That is a big anglerfish. They don't get that big. Little shark. That's not that big. It's not that scary, man. Whoa. Blue whale. Wait, they're bigger than that. I think these scales are a little bit off. Still kind of cool. Monster squid. What the heck is a monster squid? The bloop! Wait, he's way bigger than that, man. Like, way more. The sea eater. He's a lot bigger than that. Who made this? The sea eater's so big it could almost... The sea Easter. Bruh. I guess the Easter Bunny made it, bro. No! Mosasaurus? Man, that is just scary. What is he doing? A megalodon! Is it Mosasaurus versus megalodon? Who's gonna win, guys? Let me know in the comments. Come on, chat. Who's gonna do it? Bro! Well, that clip didn't show us who would win, but who would win in a fight? Megalodon, Mosasaurus. Let me know who you think's gonna win.
This is how fast an anglerfish swims.
That's it?
And this is how fast a megalodon swims.
Megalodon, they're faster.
And a mosasaurus.
He's fast,
Zephactinus. Dunkleosteus.
Yeah, I'm scary.
Leviathan. The bloop.
Bloop!
And finally,
what?
I bet you can't before the last one appears.
What is it?
An El Gran Maja.
Maja? Bro said El Gran Maja. What are we gonna call the bloop now? The bloop.
Would you ever venture in the ocean?
No.
If you knew this creature could be lurking beneath you? It's twice the size of a T-Rex.
Bro, I don't go in the ocean at all. I don't care if a megalodon is there or not. But supposedly they want to know if we would go in the ocean if the megalodon still exists today. No! Are you going in the ocean today anyway? You better not. Whale shark, 60 feet. That's the largest fish in the ocean. Megalodon, 65 feet. Wait a minute. Megalodon's a lot bigger than that. That's what we used to think the size. So, does anybody know how big a megalodon actually is? That's still big, man. Gosh! Look how small a guy is.
If you caught a prehistoric megalodon, it would take 2 school buses end to end to measure it.
Step 1. catch a megalodon. Step 2, make it hold still while I drive 2 school buses next to it to measure it. Guys, it depends on how big those school buses were to see how big the megalodon actually is.
Megalodon really this big? No, it was even bigger. A new study is increasing the size estimate from 50 feet to over 80 feet.
That's because we now have more research and more findings of the megalodon to actually see and assume how big they were, from their vertebrae to their teeth size. And man, they were big.
Thought megalodons were this big and looked like great white sharks. But now we know that they were probably this big and looked like lemon sharks. You see, sharks have cartilage, not bones. And because cartilage doesn't fossilize well, it's hard to know how big they were. But we recently found rare megalodon vertebrae in Belgium, and when scientists compared it with other sharks, they figured the new size.
We also assume and believe that the megalodon weighed about 60 tons, but guys, I don't care if it's 4 foot, 10 foot, or 1,000 foot. It's a shark in the ocean, and I ain't going in. Whoa! That is huge. Wow! Now, a lot of people in the comments of that video was roasting this guy about laying a shark's tooth right on the ground in the ocean. But guys, you can actually find shark teeth in the ocean, and megalodon teeth are actually very common. In fact, here's mine. It's almost as big as my face.
Nothing under the sea was safe during the Devonian period, with this massive armored predator swimming around. This ferocious fish had powerful jaws that could easily turn prey into chum, even its own kind. This fish almost gave the megalodon a run for its money. This is Dunkleosteus.
We also call this fish the chunky donkey, just like me, bro. In fact, it had a bite force almost just as strong as a megalodon, which means it could snap anything in half. Is that Mosasaurus? Like Pleurodon? Or is it, no, yeah, that's Mosasaurus. Whoa! Bro snatched that Mosasaurus up like I eat watermelon. Now, honestly, I don't think the Leviathan could have actually caught a Mosasaurus, but it could definitely take one out with just one bite.
Don't go calling this a Leviathan, even though the name might sound similar. This underwater giant wasn't a sea serpent at all, but a long-extinct sperm whale ancestor.
How she's gonna disrespect the Leviathan like that? Of course it was called the Leviathan whale because the Leviathan name was already taken. They did want to call this thing the Leviathan, but scientists, you know, being scientists, always have to name stuff different. It's still scary, man. That thing was huge too.
Leviathan had a 10-foot long skull and terrifying jaw with the largest teeth of any known animal. The whale could interlock its teeth to keep prey from escaping and bite large chunks of it with its 1-foot long teeth.
You know, I'm glad they're extinct because the oceans right now are dangerous enough. In fact, there's something that we believe took out the Leviathan, and that's orcas. They're faster and they're apex predator in the ocean today. Orcas and great white sharks both contributed to the Leviathan and megalodon both going extinct.
About to kill me a sperm whale with oversized teeth. You keep it up and I'm gonna call my big brother. Yeah,
What?
right. How much bigger can he be? You're a Leviathan.
Leviathan.
Me my big bro, dudes. Big yachtin'.
Did bro just say the Guillotine? Anyway, the Megalodon and the Leviathan both did exist at the same time, but the true gangsters of the sea, the great whites and the orcas, took them out. Whoa, so deep in the ocean, they caught this on camera, guys. Now, this looks freaky. It looks like a ghost. At first, it looks like a whale. Nobody knew what it was. To me, it kind of looks like your grandma underwear floating in the ocean. But guys, it's actually called a phantom squid, and they are deep in the ocean and freaky.
This is the largest squid in the world, and it's larger than a school bus. Meet the colossal squid, the deep sea nightmare. Also known as the giant squid or Antarctic cranch squid.
Bro, everything in the ocean is a nightmare, but these things are really scary. In fact, they attack sperm whales. Well, I guess if an overstuffed potato was trying to eat you, you would attack them back, because sperm whales eat giant and colossal squids.
The frilled shark.
The frilled shark is one of the most bizarre looking creatures on the planet. It really does look like an alien.
Actually, it looks more like your grandpa. These things are actually considered living fossils and have some pretty scary looking teeth. And in fact, some of the old sea serpent legends come from seeing those in the water.
The big bull shark around. Big bull shark. Big bull shark.
When an Australian tells you that a shark is big and he says it 3 times, I know he's not lying and it's big. I don't even need to see the shark. Hey, what is this underwater? Hey, look, what is going on? Is that a shark? What the heck? A giant isopod is eating a shark? Why'd the other shark just roll by like the cameraman just watching somebody else just getting eaten? Bro, that shark said, hold on, bro. I'm filming a video for TikTok and didn't even help his little bro out. And guys, if you don't know what a giant isopod is, they're like deep sea cockroaches, but they're like this big.
The way that you eat these things is you're supposed to cut the inside of their stomach open.
No, bro, I don't want to see that. Who eats cockroaches? My guy over here is eating deep fried, deep sea cockroach. You can have it, cuz. Bro, I eat a lot of stuff, but I ain't that hangry. What the heck is that? Guys, evolution has finally done it and put legs on a potato in the ocean. My guy's running away. Look at this thing. He's like, don't eat me, don't eat me, don't eat me, don't eat me, don't eat me. Bro, that thing is slower than me going through molasses. Bro, I'm faster than that in the ocean. Sea creatures can't be scary. What are you talking? Is that eyeballs? Well, at least they're going for the fish. Man, that's crazy. Ooh! When the water decides it doesn't want the fish you throw it at, it wants you instead. Those fish are called parakeet in Amazon, and they actually breathe air, and they're freaky. They get huge too. Guys, if the Amazon stares at you, you don't tease it, you run. Yo, check out this footage. Where is this? This is like super deep in the ocean. Oh my gosh, look at those eyes. Oh, I know what this is. Guys, this is the footage of the Ningen, the first ever actually caught on camera. Now, a lot of people argue and say that this was just a rock formation or some type of snaggletooth sea snake. But guys, this is the story about the Ningen. The Ningen is actually a legend from Japan that says there's this massive creature in the ocean about 60 feet long and kind of looks like whales, but it have hands and a human head, and they actually sting people to death. In Japanese, Ningen actually means human.
This is how deep ocean sunfish are found. And this is how deep blue whale is found. And orca, Leviathan, Godzilla, bloop, El Gran Maja, and finally, I bet
what
you
else is
can't
there?
like Fast Enough. Sea
Whoa!
eater.
The sea eater actually doesn't live deep. In fact, the sea eater is more like a mountain in the ocean, and they actually collapse if they let go of their hands. They can't go in a deep sea. In fact, they're so big they actually hang out of the ocean. Is that an anglerfish? Look at him waving his little bling bling. Ooh! He sucked that thing down faster than I eat chicken nuggets.
They're the world's deadliest fish, and the last one can kill without a bite. Number 3, Goliath tigerfish. This river monster has jaws strong enough to crush human bone. It hunts by sensing vibrations, then strikes like a missile. Fast, brutal, and deadly. It's even been seen killing small crocodiles. Number 2, swordfish. Sleek, sharp, and unbelievably fast. What? This ocean predator is one of the fastest fish in the sea, reaching speeds between 96 to 128 kilometers per hour. Armed with a sharp sword-like bill, it turns every charge into a deadly strike. At that velocity, it's less a fish and more a torpedo with a blade. Before I show you the last one, if you're not stuck on Mars with no signal, then like this video and subscribe to the channel. Number 1, stonefish. It looks like a harmless rock, but it's the most venomous fish on Earth. Hidden on the ocean floor, it waits for an unlucky footstep. One touch and its spines release venom strong enough to cause intense pain, paralysis, and even death.
He forgot to mention one of the most deadliest creatures in the ocean, a pufferfish. These little things are so venomous, they kill so many people. In fact, they kill 300 people a year. You're not even supposed to touch them because they have poison in them called tetraditoxin, and there is no known cure. But they won't kill you unless you touch them or go in the ocean, stay out of the water, and don't eat them.
Let me remind you that the box jellyfish is the most dangerous creature in the entire ocean. Inside that creepy looking body is enough venom to take out 60 full-grown adult humans.
Yeah, and guess where they're found? Australia, bro. You know it was gonna be Australia. Australia is gonna Australia. Anyway, his name is Danny. He does some cool animal content. You should check him out. We're friends, by the way. What's up, Danny? Is that a killer whale? What is he doing? Wait, hold up. First of all, that's pretty stupid to do. The killer whale is actually trying to get some food. You don't go run up to a killer whale. I know, guys, killer whales don't kill humans outside the captivity, that is, because one person actually died in captivity from a killer whale. But I think this video is actually edited. Bro hired an editor from McDonald's. Go back and look at it.
I'm shocked today because I am learning how big some of these helicoprion got. Because look at this. That's a reconstruction of one. Look at this. This is my hand. There's the tooth world. This thing is huge. What the heck?
In fact, that shark is also called the buzzsaw shark because of the way its tooth structure was shaped.
Helicoprion never dropped its teeth. The new teeth simply replaced the old ones, moving them to the front, and they went spiral together with the jaw. It resulted in something like a scary saw on the chin.
Now that's actually an assumption of how that tooth structure actually worked on a shark, since we don't really know. Most people agree that it is though. But imagine having teeth like that. I could eat corn on the cob so fast, bro.
This is unbelievable. A diver found a giant sea spider in the middle of the ocean.
It's unbelievable because it's faker than your grandma's teeth. They do have sea spiders and they do get big, but that video is AI. Man, somebody's great aunt on Facebook is gonna get scammed from this. Guys, I know I joke a lot about fake videos on the internet and how they fool people, but what's not funny is that people actually get scammed and people actually lose their identity and privacy on our internet. A lot of times when you travel, you have to use public Wi-Fi and things like that. And in fact, I'm traveling right now and I'm using public Wi-Fi. I don't like to do it, but I have to keep making videos for you guys. So the one thing I like to do is protect my identity online, and I do that with NordVPN, who's actually today's video sponsor. NordVPN protects your identity while you're surfing the internet, while you're at home, or while you're traveling. NordVPN keeps your IP address safe and especially your browsing history. I mean, unless you want the world out there to see what you're looking at on your computer, NordVPN actually lets you browse the internet safely, and it hides your location too. My favorite feature is really the pop-up blocker. It protects your computer from those pop-up ads that really do damage to your computer or the malware. And what's really cool right now, they're offering a special plan that if you sign up for 2 years, you get 4 months free if you use this code right here on the screen. And if you decide you do want people to look at your browsing history and want to cancel it, right now they're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. With NordVPN, you can actually keep watching that content that you like to make from your favorite creators like me without having to worry about privacy issues on the internet. Also gonna put the link in the description so you guys don't forget about it, and now let's check out this clip.
Whether it's hunting or scavenging, the Greenland shark's bite is like nothing else. If it doesn't manage to swallow its prey essentially whole, their teeth sometimes act like a giant hole punch.
What's really crazy about Greenland sharks is some of them are over 500 years old. That means those sharks were on the planet when William Shakespeare existed. That is nuts.
These are the most dangerous creatures that disappeared from Earth. If they were still alive, humans wouldn't survive. Number 1, Sarcosuchus. Imagine a crocodile so huge it could leap out of the water to snatch its prey. Discovered in Africa in 1997, this 12-meter-long, 8-ton supercroc lived around 110 million years ago and was among the most terrifying predators of its time. Number 2, megalodon. Imagine this enormous shark still roaming the oceans today. Very few ships would dare sail near it. Nearly 25 meters long, it was the most feared marine predator, capable of biting through almost anything, making it the ultimate ocean predator. Before I show you the last one, if you're not a snake, then like
what if I'm a snake?
Subscribe to the channel. Only real humans can do it. Snakes won't. Number 3, Titanoboa. Living 60 million years ago, this colossal snake could grow up to 15 meters long. Its massive girth allowed it to swallow a human whole. Titanoboa was the largest snake to ever exist.
Which one of those do you think's the scariest, guys? I don't know, I think the megalodon. Although the Titanoboa could go in the jungles, that's closer to where I live.
While dinosaurs roamed the earth and pterosaurs ruled the sky, sea monsters called ichthyosaurs dominated the world's oceans. Their bodies ranged in size. Some barely reached the length of 2 feet, while the longest specimen was about 85 feet long.
That boy's thick! Now these things were actually more reptiles than fish, even though they don't look like it. They were super fast, super smart, and super hungry.
Get in my belly!
Pushing prey with razor-sharp teeth and unmatched speed. Unlike modern sharks, Liopleurodon had 4 powerful flippers, making it an unstoppable underwater hunter. With teeth longer than a human hand, it could tear through anything, even other marine reptiles.
They almost look like a baby mosasaurus.
Until 2023, the blue whale was considered the largest animal of all time. That changed with the discovery of one of the most incredible fossils buried by science, Peruchettos colossus. Although as long as a blue whale, its much denser skeleton would make it significantly heavier at over 200 tons.
That's almost as big as your brain, bro. What'd you think I was gonna say?
Got him!
But a long time ago, as in closer to the dinosaurs than now, there was a whale that had a deeply unsettling appearance and looked unlike anything seen today. But ironically, it wasn't as heavy as most baleen whales, which is due to the fact that its body was heavily streamlined and narrow, and somewhat even resembled that of a mosasaur. Nevertheless, it was still heavy by most standards, with individuals weighing over 7 tons. Yet some even think that this number is much too light given its measurements, and believe that it was closer to 15 or 20 tons.
And if you think that's freaky, wait till you hear what they sound like. Whale. And if you think the blue whale's big, check this out. Okay, so here's a blue whale at 98 feet. What the heck is that thing? What is that? I thought it was a submarine. It ate the blue whale? What is that, man? Giant lurker, 492 feet? That is nuts. What is a giant lurker? I've never even heard of a giant lurker. Have you guys? Giant lurker. It must be from a game? Or is it? I don't know. It's pretty scary. Wait, there's something even bigger? What is it? The bloop! Look how cute he is. Guys, there's one right here too. He's gonna eat it. Get him, bloop! Get him, bloop! Giant lurker is gone.
It wasn't even until 1992 that the first live specimen was found. The megamouth can reach around 16.5 feet in length. It has a large flabby body.
Large flabby body? Bro, the same. Megamouth shark is actually one of the 3 feeder sharks in the ocean. Whale shark, basking sharks, and megamouth shark. Ooh, that sound. So that shark is a basking shark, which is the 2nd largest fish in the ocean, right behind the whale shark.
An amazing discovery in the waters off the northern coast of Taiwan. An enormous deep sea oarfish was spotted by divers. The creature's over 6 feet long. It was dotted with what appear to be giant bite marks.
So yeah, the oarfish is actually called the doomsday fish. That's because in Japan mythology and legend, it says that when you see an oarfish come to the surface, something catastrophic is going to happen. And in fact, we see oarfish happen right before earthquakes and tsunamis.
Ordered a giant squid, which was kind of considered the holy grail of natural history cinematography.
Anytime a giant arm comes from the deep sea, it's freaky, man. Those things are actually called giant squids, and some people think that that's the Kraken.
You guys won't believe this. Just yesterday, I filmed a video of me jumping to this pier.
Okay.
And I had no idea until one of my subscribers commented that there was a shark in the top left corner of the screen. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am definitely not trying this challenge ever again.
I guess the shark decided not to throw hands to Spider-Man. And don't know about me and doing that challenge. Bro, I ain't doing no challenge going in the ocean anyway. What is he talking about? Only about 5% of the ocean has been explored detailed. I mean, we've explored a lot more than that. A lot more. But look at the ocean, it's so nice. What is that, little mantis shrimp? Hey, dolphins are kind of crazy though. Wait, what's this? The other 95%. Ooh, that's some scary stuff. Goodness. Frill shark, phantom jellyfish, anglerfish, snailfish, gulper eels. Goodness, it's like all the freaky things. A ningen. What the heck was that? Spaghetti monster? Now this thing is really freaky. What the heck? Now this thing looks weird, guys, because it is, just like me. It's actually a gulper eel. Look at the way he is, man. He's got something in his mouth. Look at that. Blah. It's like a Pac-Man fish. That is crazy looking. Like me when I eat pizza.
This is how deep mosasaurus are found.
I think they were deeper than
and
that.
This is how deep oarfish is found. And basking shark.
That's deep.
Leviathan melville. Fang-tooth fish.
Ooh.
Cthulhu. The bloop. The bloop. And finally, I bet you can't like before the last one appeared.
What is it?
An L. Grand Maja.
Maja! So there's the mosasaurus, there's the megalodon, there's the leviathan, there's a plesiosaur, dolphins, orcas, manta rays, that's everything in the ocean. Wait, what's about to happen here? The bloop! Holy moly! He can eat everything in one bite. I told you guys the last one was the scariest of all. And guys, if you want to learn more about the bloop, you should check this video out because I made it just for you. I have one more question for you guys. Are you ready to go swimming?